to a Saturday edition of Morning
Good.
presented by
Book.
Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic and
Okay.
very good Brock Hudko. Appreciate y'all for being here with us. Hope your weekend's off to a magnificent start. A beautiful, sun-kissed, God-given morning. Just awesome outside right now. Hope you have a great, great Saturday, everybody. Great weekend. Busy day. LSU baseball at noon. We're less than 3 hours away from first pitch. And LSU spring game at 1. So a busy day out on campus, whatever you're getting out to do today. First spring game of the Brian Kelly era. Drew is watching the yard crew. He is obsessed with the big truck and all the men with the loud equipment, the blowers, the weed eaters, all that sort of stuff. So that's what's going on right now. Somebody was up from 2:30 to 4:30 this morning. I don't know. When he gets thrown off his schedule, man. Ooh. No school this past week. Threw him off. Anyway. Okay. Let's say some good morning, Joe. How about LSU baseball? Walking off last night. Blake Money was lifted in the third. Really nice relief appearance by Jacob Hasty. Get 3 solo homers. Looked like LSU would hold off. Missouri homers in the 8th. We would go to extra innings. And Andrew Stevenson pinch hitting for Gio comes up with the big leadoff double. Dylan Cruz would ground out to the right side. Beautiful piece of hitting to push it to the right side to get Stevenson to third. And then K. Doty would drill one in the left center field gap for the walk-off. So Tigers win the series. They had to have it. We talked about it coming in. You did what you had to do. You had to win this series. It's at home against a team at the bottom of the standings. You got to win that series. And they did. And now you have a chance for a sweep today. See if you can go get it. We have seen Dutton Taylor the past few weeks in Game 3. Well, Taylor pitched last night, and let me check his pitch count. Because he extended, I don't think we're in a position where we would see Grant Taylor today. So let me see. All right, so Grant Taylor threw 46 pitches. So you're not going to see Grant Taylor today. Hasty threw 36. He could come back if you need him. Gervais threw 21 after throwing 12 on Friday. So you could get an inning out of Gervais. Cooper threw 24. So you could go back to him. Excuse me. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what. Obviously, Razelman didn't pitch yesterday. After pitching on Thursday, so he could come back. So you have some options here. Fontenot hasn't pitched yet. Well, Fontenot did pitch on Thursday, but obviously Fontenot could extend. So you got some options in that bullpen. So and you beat a lefty yesterday. This team has really struggled with lefties. So to beat a lefty, Newbeck gave him 6 innings, only allowed the 3 solo homers. Loesch, their backup, their reliever, was spectacular. I mean, he went 3 innings, and there were 3 perfect innings. He faced the minimum. Struck out 2, but, I mean, LSU could not figure him out. I don't know why they lifted him in the 10th. He had thrown 40 pitches. He was dealing. Maybe he was just at the end, or LSU had seen him one time through the lineup, and they didn't want him to go a second time through the lineup. But man, what a mistake by Steve Beazer to pull Loesch. But anyway, so Tigers win. They win the series, and now you got a chance to go sweep today. Pels lose last night. Had my play on Nola shirt on, but anyway, Pels lose. I know a lot of us are feeling good, man, but the point I kept trying to make was you got a team that's 64 and 18, the best team in the NBA. They played games without Devin Booker. They're talented. I mean, the Suns shot 15% from 3 yesterday. 15% from 3 on the road without Devin Booker and won the game. Yes, Jackson Hayes was ejected from the game. It was Crowder sold it for sure, but Jackson was it was deliberate, aggressive contact. It was a good call. It was a stupid play by Jackson. And look, I'm cool with being physical and all that sort of stuff, but you still have to be within reason. He's asking the man on the lawn. His name is Jason. He's asking the man on the lawnmower his name. By the way, you sell your home. Talk to Darren James. All right, let's say some good morning. See what y'all got. Fire away. Robert Williams, Quentin Brakebill, Kelly Groves. Happy Saturday. Yes, indeed. For the boys and the girls. Yes. The softball Tigers were awesome last night. Ryan Amanda Guidry, Brian Wynn, Lawrence Burley, Kenneth Westbrook, Amy Burley, good morning. Walking to support MS. Very good. All right, Amy, very good. It's a beautiful day, man, for charity walks or runs or events. Hope everybody just has an awesome day. So, awesome weekend. Zurich Classic's on already. I'm going to tell y'all what, man. If y'all, and I know not everybody I'm sure is like super into golf, and that's totally fine or whatever, but the Zurich is so much fun, man. They've done an amazing job with that event. If you have an opportunity to get by, to get into like the walk-ons 10 at 17, it's 2 levels. If you're on the bottom, it's when you're in there, it's obviously your food and your drinks are complimentary. His name is Steven. All your food and drinks are complimentary once you're in there. So they have a buffet, and then they have the open bar or whatever. And there's an inside area where you can get air conditioning if you want it, with couches and everything. You look out these giant rolling garage door type things where you can see onto the 17th green. You can go upstairs, and there's like stadium style seating, so you can see the tee shot from 17 on the par 3. You can see him putt, and you just turn around and watch him tee off on 18. His name is Mark. Really cool. Anyway, great day yesterday at Zurich. Dale Broussard, Stevenson needs to be in the lineup before Gio permanently. I think, Dale, so I agree with you, and I think they understand that. I think yesterday it was just an instance where they were facing a lefty. You knew one of your lefties, either Stevenson or Gio, was going to be in there, and maybe Gio has had a better, maybe Gio has a better average against lefties. Maybe that was the reason yesterday. So, by the time they got into extra innings, Missouri had made the pitching change, brought in the righty, and that's why they let Stevenson pinch hit. That's my guess. I didn't hear what Jay said after the game, but that would be my guess as to why he did it. I don't know that, but Stevenson has earned the spot. He's going to be your guy, but it may be an instance like yesterday where you give a veteran guy an opportunity to play who maybe handles the bat a little bit better against lefties. Like, maybe that was the reason.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Drew. Brian Wynn, what do you think we learned, if anything, about the Tigers in today's scrimmage? Good question, Brian. So I talked about that with Brody Miller yesterday on AFR. If you missed it, we did 2 segments with Brody at 4 o'clock, 4 to 4:30. And I wanted to talk about that, specifically. And I want to see. I'll give you 2 things in particular, and I'm not worried. Like, the scoring is stupid, how they're going to do it and all whatever, but they're going to go offense defense. So I presume we're going to see first team offense against first team defense. So I want to see the offensive line against the defensive line, because I believe that LSU's defensive line is really good. Smith, Ojulari, Roy, Gay, I think they're going to be really good. So let me see what this first unit looks like against a good defensive line. That's 1. 2, I want to see LSU's cornerbacks against the receivers. I know everybody wants to see the quarterbacks, and that makes a lot of sense, and I do too, and I'm curious and all, but I think LSU's receivers are going to be really good. I'm not sure about the corners. So more so than anything, I'm looking at spots where I think LSU might be weak, to see how they fare against where LSU is strong. Offensive line, cornerback. Bubba Tate, morning sconers, headed to TPA to pick up 200 pounds of crawfish to make for the day, teaching Yankees to eat one bowl at a time. Damn, it's good to be a coon ass. There you go, Bubba. All right, man. Enjoy the day. Kyle Mays may be late to the party. What happened to talking to Mike D on Thursday? Yeah, Kyle, so Mike took a job permanently at WWL, so his contract doesn't allow him to come on anymore. So I'm super bummed about it, man. Mike's been I love Mike Detillier, by the way, like personally, just one of my favorite people in the world. And as far as on air, I mean, Mike's done an hour with me literally since the first week of the show of AFR back in 2010. So, yeah, hopefully one day we get to work together again, but it's what it is, man. I get it. Greg Phillips, Teresa, Michelle, good morning. David Coslin, Tony Williams, Zurich sounds awesome. Never been. It really is, man. All right, jump over here, say some good mornings to my YouTube peeps. What's up, y'all? Trivia Carter, Larry Gardner, Joey B19. How many hosts do you see the SEC having? There's a lot of parity after Tennessee, which may mean more 2 seeds than 1 seeds. So, Joey B, so go look at, here's what I'll tell you, dude. Go look at the RPI, and this will tell you basically how they'll separate that when you talk about teams. And by the way, you still have half of conference play, so teams are going to separate themselves. Drew is watching this show on Erica's phone right there. So Tennessee has the best RPI. Florida is 7, Georgia's 8, Vanderbilt is 9, despite being 500 in conference play. Auburn down at 18. You know, so those 4 you'd look at. You Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, Vanderbilt. I mean, that makes sense. That's all in the East. You're not even talking about Arkansas, who's going to get one. And then I think LSU's got a shot as well. But look, don't sleep on Texas A&M. I mean, Texas A&M's RPI is 33. But, like, they keep churning out series wins in the SEC. They're going to have a chance. So, I mean, I still think that the SEC is going to get between 6 and 8 hosts. I mean, they just do every year. Strength of schedule is just what it is. Donovan Peterson, Cliff Nelson, good morning. So if you're watching the game on Bally Sports New Orleans, which I was, as the Pelicans were making their rally in the second half, in the third quarter, a very, very clear shot of one Cliff Nelson standing with his red shirt over his shoulder, applauding. So I took a screen grab and tweeted it at him. Said, "You lost, bro. Celtics ain't playing." I mean, last time I saw Cliff there at the Smoothie King Center, it was for Pels Celtics. My guy was cheering for the C's, who are apparently his team. I'm just curious why. I think Cliff was lost, man. Celtics don't play till tomorrow, man, or to today. E-Dub-I-V, what's up? Rapping Batches, what's going on? D. Merrick Bethurn, Wendell Norman, Brandon, what's going on? Hats off to the bullpen for holding it down when Money didn't have his best stuff. Yeah, you know, and then obviously, you know, Barry committed the error where the ball went between the wickets, which is disappointing. Obviously, you wonder if Money maybe could have settled in. He's done that at times this year where he's had a tough spot in early third of the game and manages to bear down and get through it. So, but yeah, hats off to the bullpen for sure. Hey, Brian Penton, good morning. Tommy Poole, push the like button. Thank you, Tommy Poole. Please smash that like button if you would. Joseph Fife, Matt, I was a guy yelling at you yesterday at the Zurich that I love the show. Hope I didn't scare you. Thanks, Joseph. Appreciate that. Joseph Fine, excuse me. So, Joseph, real talk. We actually, the guy that I was with, who was helping engineer on site, said, we're going to start counting the amount of cat calls because it's all, I'm very appreciative, but a lot of people, I mean, that's kind of our demo, right? So a lot of people did shout, but, so yeah, tell me where you were. Was it at the walk-on stand or when we were walking in? But thank you very much, man. That's awesome. Much appreciated, dude. Much appreciated. What you want, buddy?
I want
Louder, please.
it's so true. Where's Bluetooth box?
Okay.
Where?
So now we get to listen to Sesame Street. Let's see. Tommy Poole, P.S. told you Will Campbell would start. I don't remember that, Tommy, but I don't doubt that. So cool. He's been a. I think we probably all thought it would happen. I don't know that we thought it would happen 2 weeks into spring, right?
Okay.
Let's see. Tracy Poole, good morning. Eric Bethurn.
Whoops.
Is scrimmage on SEC Network Plus? Yes, you can stream the spring game. Whoops. Yeah. Brandon, sucks we have hit 5 homers this weekend on solo shots. At least we took the first 2 games. Hopefully they're not to cover off the ball today. Yeah. Whoops. Yes. Ultimate Warrior. Dave Vender, good morning. Eric Waterado, morning, Matt. Sorry for the potentially dumb question. No worries, man. There are no dumb questions, only dumb people that ask questions. Does overall SEC record matter more than series wins, i.e. you can sweep 3 series, have 9 wins, or 4 series, have 8? Whoops. So no, it's not. It's not series wins. They're going to look at the number of SEC wins, right? Because they all count the same. Now your standing in the SEC doesn't matter. It's not. They're not going to look and say, well, you were 5th in the SEC or 7th in the SEC. If you're 16 and 14 or 17 and 13, you may still end up being a regional host or getting in, however it may matter, whatever it is you're vying for. So no, it's not necessarily. It's overall record. Whoops. You just have to look at what's a more realistic way of going about building a resume, right? You're more likely to win. Whoops! To win 5 series, taking 2 of 3, than sweeping 3 series and then being swept twice and taking 1 of 3. You know what I mean? It's just like one is just a more consistent way of playing baseball and more likely. Whoops! And then and then also to his point, why I talk all the time about your non-conference doesn't really matter tremendously, because when you run through your SEC schedule, your RPI is going to more than make up for it. Look at Florida and Vanderbilt. Hi, Drew. Whoops. Okay. Look at Florida and Vanderbilt. They're 7 and 9 respectively right now in the RPI. They're 7 and 9 respectively. And right now, Vanderbilt is 8 and 8 in the league. Florida's 6 and 10. Florida is 6 and 10 in the SEC, y'all. Florida is 6 and 10 in the SEC. Yet their RPI is 7th in the country. 6 and 10 in the SEC, but their RPI is 7th. Whoops! That's why I tell you, preseason, midweek games, it don't matter. When you make it through 30 SEC games, your RPI is going to take care of itself. So 6 and 10 Florida presently is 7th nationally in the RPI. It's going to work out. Matt, when a starting quarterback is named, who and how many quarterbacks will check out using the portal? Say at least one. Whoops. Okay. So I'm very curious. Let's say if you get into fall camp and Jaden Daniels wins the job, does Miles Brennan leave? Maybe. I don't know. Whoops. I think the bigger flight risk a lot of people have would be Nussmeier, but there seems to be some school of thought that he understands that he's, he'd be wise to wait another year and be ready to roll as a third-year player. Loves LSU, was born in Lake Charles, so wants to be here. Son of a coach, so understands the value of waiting and all that stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Rob Boudreaux, morning. Did you get a chance to watch Shaq on the Pivot yet? I did watch Shaq on the Pivot. I thought it was fantastic. Brian Penton, did you see the picture of Joe and Chase with Brian Kelly? I did see that picture. Great to see those guys back in town. It's just huge for the program as a whole when you see those guys come back and certainly embracing the new coach, new staff, all that stuff. Let's see. Whoops. Merritt Bethurn, any news on Milazzo? No, man. Still not ready to roll. Joey B19, Matt, any updates on Game Point? I missed the weekly info on Nightcap. Yeah, so we're still meeting every Tuesday as an executive board. The developer and the smart contract developer, Sarah Technology, out in San Diego, they all meet and chat. Drew. He is so excited about the grass people are here, and he just loves to sit at the window and watch them cut grass, and loves the blower and the weed eater. Anything basically that's loud and makes noise, he loves now. It's weird. He used to be so scared of it. We used to have to plan, like with the company that does our yard. They would we'd have to plan. By the way, shout out Chad Williams, his name, Leeson Landscaping, Leeson. They're fantastic. Chad and Erica would have to coordinate when their crew was coming so we could get Drew out of the house, because he would just get like paralyzed with fear when he would see this stuff. And now all of a sudden he is just in love. Like, he's just sitting at the window watching them do the art. Like, he is just in love with all this right now. It's so crazy. But anyway, so Joey B19, Game Point, yes. So at least twice a day, our chief strategist, Fred Lena, he's on the phone at least twice a day with both the developer of the wireframes and Sarah Tech, who's developing the smart contract, facilitating between the two to make sure that whenever the wireframes are ready and the smart contract are ready, that you can interject the smart contract into the wireframes. I'm thinking, we're thinking blower is right. End of Q2, beginning of Q3, we'll be completely live. And by the way, we are expecting another pretty significant ambassador athlete announcement coming up very likely on Monday. So excited about it. Good morning. Who's the lefty Hasty? Where has he been all season? That's from Jimmy James. Yeah, man. Jacob Hasty was on the team a year ago, but he was just kind of like, he was just a guy. So, man, to see him yesterday pop in 92, 93 from the left side was awesome. And you need it, because Riley Cooper's been your only lefty since Javen Coleman went down. So to get another lefty you can count on is very, very significant. David Durr, do you know if all the quarterbacks will play? Yes, all four will play. Strong side, what's up? Hasty had his Wheaties yesterday. Keaton Berry, and what's up? Another 30 Bruin get the sweep. Morning, Matt and fams. Good morning. Tommy Poole, hope some of my favorite sports talk celebrities at the spring game today. Tommy, I don't know who's going. I'm telling you, I'm not going out there. Because I'm going to stay at home and watch baseball and the spring game. So I will not be out there today. I'm not sure who is going to be out there, though. Keaton, spring game, tuning into the wide receivers, DBs, one-on-ones, offensive, defensive line. Excited to see a little showcase of Armani Goodwin. Yeah, John Emery is going to play also, by the way. Tracy Poole, excited about the spring game today. Hope we get to meet you. So yeah, sorry Tracy. So I'm not going to be there today. But y'all come to Don Juan. Come to Oliver Twist on Wednesday, or Don Juan on Thursday. So Oliver Twist Wednesday, Scone and Tea. We'll be doing the show there, as we will every Wednesday at 7. And then Don Juan, if you don't mind cigar smoke. I know for some people that's a turn off, but if I really enjoy a cigar. But we'll be at Don Juan Cigar Bar on Thursday for our draft show, and everyone will be there. Like T-Bob, Hester, Hunt, Hill, me, like all of us will be there. So would highly recommend y'all come hang out at Don Juan for some or all of the draft. It's going to be really fun. It's always a fun day. So hope to see a lot of y'all out there. Trying to find sports there. Zurich. What we got here, man? Rowing? Is Sports Center not on? Come on, man. Anyway. Y'all shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Remember, After Hours Clinic is open. So on the weekends, the After Hours Clinic is open. I see that blower. You see that blower?
B for blower.
B for blower. Very good. Very good, buddy.
Look at me.
Okay.
It's Drew.
What, buddy?
Drew. Look at me.
So anyway, Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, After Hours Clinic's open today. If you need an orthopedist, remember they got X-ray machine, MRIs. You can see a doctor while bypassing the ER. And of course, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Like even this morning, y'all, 8 o'clock this morning, we're on our text chain, organizing materials pickups and crews to be at jobs, and we're working, man. Saturdays every day. So you need help with your roof repair, replacement. We do soft wash. Give us a shout. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Don't wait for a hurricane. Don't wait for a hurricane. In so many instances, your named storm deductible is going to be higher than your wind hail deductible. Let us come, walk your roof, see if you have wind or hail damage. It's better to do it now because it'll, many instances, cost you more with your named storm deductible. HudcoRoofing.com. Let's see. Keaton Berry and how could Miles transfer in the fall? Isn't this his last year of eligibility? Yeah, but you can transfer before the season starts. Remember, that's what Justin McMillan and Lowell Narcisse did in 2018. When Burrow won the job, they left in fall camp. So that would be before the season starts, and fall camp would be their option potentially. If you're going through fall camp and you realize it's not going your way, do you try to bolt? And if I remember, Narcisse went. I think Narcisse went to JUCO and then to UTSA, and McMillan went to Tulane. Let's see. Any given Saturday, Matt. Thanks once again for the interview back in January. Hope you and family are doing well. Excited for the spring game today. Awesome, man. My pleasure, man. Hope all is well. There across the pond. Samuel's still wild that there's such a diehard LSU fan who's never been to LSU and lives in England. That's awesome though, man. It was my pleasure. Samuel Smith still part of the Pels. We weren't even supposed to be here, down 2-1 to a 64-win team. Game 4 is a must-win, pretty much an elimination game. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Because if you lose Game 4, you're going back to Phoenix Game 5, and they likely end it there. But my B is for blower. My take was I'd love to see him split these games in New Orleans to guarantee you come back here for Game 6. Make them sweat it out, man. Because you get back here for Game 6, place will be raucous, and you're facing elimination or chance to win it if you win in Phoenix. But maybe you force a Game 7, which would be just so much fun. Joey B, see Florida at 12 in the RPI on D1 baseball. I'm looking at the NCAA site. This is NCAA.com. This is the RPI rankings at NCAA.com. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a little more accurate. But Dave Vendur, grateful for Hudco fixing my leak. Happy to do it, Dave. Thank you so much. D, hit the jingle. Okay, you know what, D? We have not hit that jingle in a minute, have we? We have not had a Hudco hustle in a minute. All right, let's do it. Hang on.
Hudco Roofing! Hudco Roofing! When you need a roof, call someone you know. Scone, Ontario.
All you need is Hudco.
Hudco Roofing! Hudco Roofing! Call Hudco Roofing!
That's it. Hudco Roofing. HudcoRoofing.com. All right. Let's see. Kyle Taylor. Morning, Matt and Drew. Happy Saturday from North Carolina. Fun game last night. Great outcome. I think the biggest takeaway, looking like we have another left-handed option, Hasty. Should help strengthen an already deep bullpen. If we want to make postseason push, another lefty is huge. Our righties are great, no doubt. Nice to have a change of pace. Well, for sure, and the way that they've had to do it is just getting creative with how they've manipulated their bullpen. Like Hilliard, big looping breaking ball, followed by Razelman, dotting 98, followed by Riley Cooper, left side, followed by Gervais, 6'10", right side. So get him to look at different things. But yeah, you had another lefty. Yes, I mean, that's why losing Javen Coleman was so huge when you did. Darren Reeves, good morning. Kyle Mays, what a bummer. Great news from Mike T. Yeah. Melanie Willis, good morning. Great Tiger win. Love seeing the guys after the game having fun together. Walk-offs are fun, for sure. Shelby, amazing how if you let Ayton get to his spot, he buries it. Doesn't matter who's on him, how highly contested he is. Ayton is a monster. And look, the Andrew Lopez talked about this on AFR on Thursday. And, you know, there's this, the Suns were 8-6, I believe, without Booker this year. But Andrew brought up a good point. Like 3 of those games were at the end of the season when they weren't really trying because they were locked up in one. B is for blower. So really, when they were trying, they were like 8-3 without him. So, yeah, they're good. John Bro, Jonathan Martin, Kevin Banta, Kyle Taylor. The subtitles during the jingle say "hot choke." That's amazing. That's pretty funny. All right, YouTube, smash that like button. Facebook, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. Let's see. Too fast for death. I'm going to head out, Matt. Just wanted to say to all my NOLA sports fans, have a good weekend. Everyone go Pels. Thank you, man. Appreciate you for watching so much. Smash that like button on the way out. If you haven't done so yet, YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. I mean, y'all understand why that's so significant, but smash that like button. It helps us with all the optimization and everything. And then please subscribe to the channel. Ultimate Warrior. Samuel Smith. Was Zion healthy next year? Give me your early prediction for the Pelicans seed next year. Excited for next year, but the West is stacked. So, okay. If Zion's healthy and he's a 27-10 guy, and you're going to have Kyra Lewis healthy as well, which another either point guard or scoring option off the bench. And remember, you're also going to have a top 10 pick. Like, let's not forget that. I mean, hang on. B is for blower. Good job. Yeah, so, all right, so you were the 9 seed this year despite the start. So let me not just throw something out. Let me actually think about this. So when you were healthy, and obviously you added CJ, you were slightly above 500. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but really since Thanksgiving, after the 3-13 start, you were healthy. You were above 500. So, I mean, so you were the 9, but you earned the 8 in the play-in, right? So at 36-46, the Clippers were 42-40. So the Clippers were 6 games better than you, and they were the 8, right? The T-Wolves were the 7 at 46-36. They were 10 games better than you. So you're still talking about, you know, then you have the Nuggets at 48 wins, the Jazz at 49 wins, Dallas was at 52, Golden State at 53, Memphis 56, and a big gap in the Suns at 64. So realistically, you're probably fighting the Jazz and the Nuggets in that 5-6 range. I would hope.
Whoa.
Well, and you can even throw in Minnesota, 5, 6, 7. I think you're in that group next year, in that 5, 6, 7 range. You know, you're talking 49 and 33, 48, 34, 46 and 36, somewhere in there. I think that's realistic. Dave, how deep is the offensive line this year? So here's the thing, Dave.
Stop it.
They have 2 guys at every position.
Stop it.
I just don't know how good they are. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, you're cross-training dudes and you're working, you know, 2 deep at every position, but and some of those guys have played. I mean, we've seen, you know, look, but the 2 transfers, Miles Frazier and Tremont Shorts, are going to be your first team guards today. You have Will Campbell at left tackle. You have Charles Turner at center. You'll have Frazier at left, Shorts at right, and then Cam Wire will be at right tackle. So, you know, that doesn't even include guys like Hill and Martinez and Dellinger, who's injured and coming back. You know, you have Cardell Thomas. You know, so you've got a lot of guys that have played, been around for a while. You just don't know how good they are. You know, like that's going to be the interesting part. All done? Are they all done? Oh, they are all done. It's like he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there watching the yard. I don't know if I can see them outside. Are they leaving, Drew? Buy a big truck. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh, I showed you too. Let me show Facebook what Drew's doing. Come on.
Come on. Come on. What?
Drew, what are you doing? Is the big truck leaving? Well,
What?
now he's watching his phone. Yeah. Okay.
What's your...
Any more? You two got to see me hold up the screen. It's funny. All right. Tommy Poole, what time are y'all showing up at Don Juan? So, Tommy, our coverage will start at 7, right? So we'll be on a live, just like this. We'll be on a live companion show. Just think whiskey and wine. We're doing the same. Buy big truck. Just think whiskey and wine. Like, that's the format we're doing for the draft companion show. But we'll all be there, and we'll kind of take turns. I think Hester and T-Bob are going to start it off and probably bolt around 9 because they're going to have to get home and then get up for the show in the morning. So, I mean, I'll do AFR and then head over there. So I'll be there a little before 7, before it starts at 7. So, but we'll be there I'll be there for the whole first round. I mean, I'll be there from around 7 until it ends. So, Weston Weaver, thoughts on the format for the spring game? Not going to be the traditional white-purple game from what I said. Yeah, so the scoring is going to be so weird. Like, it's offense-defense, and the defense scores from, like, a 3-and-out, a sudden change, like an interception, a stop in the red zone. A tackle for loss. It's stupid. I'd rather you just not keep score than do that, but whatever. Pat Houston, good morning. Irfan Sayyad, good morning. Tracy Poole, see you at Don Juan. I love it. Look forward to meeting y'all. Y'all come say hello. Merrick Mathern, did you convince E-Rock to drop Cox and start streaming? No. My emotions have settled a bit. But given what we pay the Cox bill every month, it's absurd. Pegasus J, morning Matt, in your opinion, what's the worst thing the Saints could do with the 2 firsts? The worst thing they could do is trade up for a quarterback. If they take 16 and 19, package them together to move up to take a quarterback, I would be very not okay with that. Jesse Post, good morning. Joey B19, NCAA website as of 4/21, D1, more real-time with updates from yesterday's games. LSU currently 22, not 26. Excellent. Fantastic. I'll still wait and see what the D1 baseball, or what NCAA updates. All right, any more? No disrespect to D1. I love those guys. I think they do a great job, but you also don't necessarily have the exact formula. Like check Warren Nolan. Nolan's another one that does. Let's see. Warren Nolan's is live. Let's see. Warren Nolan has, Warren Nolan has LSU 23. They've got Vanderbilt. They had Georgia 3. Tennessee, Oregon, Georgia. Vanderbilt 7. Florida 12. See what I mean? Auburn 16. Anyway, they're different. They're comparable, right? They're comparable, but they're different. So I tend to just use the NCAA one because it's the NCAA RPI. All right, I think we're just about done, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all are awesome. Appreciate it greatly. Have an awesome Saturday. As always, shout out to Brock. Remember, if you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. Spread the good word. Well, I mean, everybody knows about Brock. They're the best. And of course, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Let me do this real quick, y'all, if y'all don't mind. I'm going to do this real quick, if y'all don't mind. I'm going to post the Hudco contact form in both chats. I would love it if you would let us come to a free, no obligation roofing inspection. No matter where you are in the state of Louisiana, we will come to you. It's easy. You fill out the contact form. You are immediately ingested into our system, and and we'll come give you a free, no obligation roofing inspection. Joey B said, I swear I'm not Kendall Rogers. I know you're not Kendall Rogers, and I love Kendall. Kendall's a friend. Known him a long time. They do an awesome job. I'm just gonna. I just know the committee is going to use the NCAA RPI formula, so that's the one I look at. But they're all generally around the same thing. So anyway, okay, y'all have an awesome Saturday. Go Tigers! Let's get the sweep today at noon. Football, spring game. Excited to see them run around there. We'll be talking about all of it tomorrow. So y'all have a great day. If you're heading down to Zurich, enjoy. It'll be a beautiful day. It's just gorgeous outside right now. So all right, guys, y'all have and ladies, y'all have an awesome day. Thanks so much for watching. Peace. Drew, you want to say bye, Dad? Wait, real quick. Drew, you want to say bye, Dad show?
Bye, Dad.
You want to come tell him? Come here. Come here. Come tell him. Come tell him bye. Come here. Good job. All right, here we go. Come see. Go. On your backpack, sweet. You crazy. All right, what are we going to say?
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Dad show. You going to blow him a kiss? Oh, that was so sweet. Mwah. All right, see y'all. Have a great day. We're going to say bye.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Dad show.